Now we were like in the last class, we were talking about the order of execution, correct?
Execution.
Yeah. So here I have mentioned that it is like by mistake it is written collection. It is not a collection. It will be here. Okay. First collection, pre-request script, folder, pre-request script. Then this is a request. Okay. I am telling you this is the third one. This is the request, not collection, where I am highlighting this one. Okay. My pointer. So as I was telling you, like in every family there are some members, like your father, then your mother, then elder brother, then you. So it's an order. So if you want to take like some decision, first you will just go to your father, then after that you will take the decision from your mother, then elder brother, then you. Then you decide like this is the order. One by one we will be doing. In the same way, in this also the execution done in the manner. Okay. So first is what? First, whatever it is in the pre-request. Pre-request means it is saying the pre-request means before the request what you want to do. Pre means before and request. Before the pre-request script run, what you want to do. So we have a collection. So in collection label, we have a pre-request script. You can write anything as per our like functionality, as per our requirement. You can write anything. But I have written console to just to make sure that the flow are coming in sequence. So that
Okay.
because console, whatever you write, you can see okay in the console display. So I have written console.log that this belongs to collection. Pre-request belong to collection to make sense. Okay, first this one is executed, then this is going to execute, then this is going to execute. So in the same way we have collection. So in the collection, if you want like there is something in your like requirement where you need to write the pre-request script. Okay, so you will be writing here. Then once it is completed, then if the collection contains folder, then in the folder it will be pre-request script. So you can write some of the code or some of the script as per your requirement. Okay, then it will run. Once it completed, then it will run for request pre-script. Like before running the request, if there is some request pre-request, in the request also if you want to set something, that before starting the request you want to set something, then you can set pre-request there also. Once these three order are completed, that is pre-request, before the request what you want to do at collection level, at folder level, at request level, then the original request what we make, like what we do at entering the URL and we click that we make a request, then the actual requests are made. Okay, so once the actual requests are made means execute, then we get the response, correct? Once we make
Yes.
the request we get the response. So
Response.
after response the order continues. Like how? So first it was all the pre-request, means before the original request run, what are the things I want to set at different level. And in the same way, after the response, means after the execution of API, what are the order we are going to follow. So we have test, means at test what we do, at test what we do, at test what we do, tell me.
We write the validation response, that status code headers.
Yes, you write validation point, correct? So validation point when you can write after the execution is completed, means when you get the response, on the response only you write the validation, because if you don't have the response what you are going to validate.
Yes.
So now again test start. Okay, so test
Okay.
start. So in the test also, so first you cannot directly test the request. Okay, means the request script. So if you have some condition that you want to write the validation at collection level, so you can write this test script at collection level, so it will run first. Then if you have some like if you have some like recommendation that you need to check at folder level, okay, the validation at folder level, then you can write at folder level. And in the same way, lastly, we have the request label where we write the validation. Correct? You have
Yes.
seen we have written. So it is a
Yes.
flow. It is just a flow that whatever you are doing from the pre-request collection till the request test script, means from here till here, it's a order. So if it is
Okay.
there, it will do. If it is not there, it will skip. It will come to this place. Then this will run. Then this will run. Then it will again start with collection test only. It will not start with directly that request test. As we are not doing anything at collection test and folder test, this was the reason that it is directly checking at request. Uh,
Request test script.
yeah. So if we add here, so now you can see as we have added some of the thing. So it was the last example, day 3, that we have the collection. Correct? In the collection, if you can see, we have test and pre-request both. Correct? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
So this is my collection. So this collection has both pre-request script as well as test. Correct?
Test.
So I have written in both that my console, I want to print this one message before starting the request. At console level, I want to print I am pre-request script from console. Sorry, in from collection. Then even I have said in the test also that console.log I am test from the collection. This should be also run in the order. Then we have folder. Correct? So
Yes.
folder also have pre-request script and test. So I have written in both so that this will run in the sequence. When order will execute, then console I am pre-request from the folder 1.
Folder
Okay?
one.
Then
Okay.
we have written the test also, that I want to execute at test level also for folder. So written I am test from the folder 1, so that to make you understand, this is the only a message, okay, to make sense. Then we have
Okay.
request label. Okay, so at request also we have pre-request script. So I have written that before starting the API request, this should be run, that I am pre-request from folder 1 and my request 1. And after the, means after the like after the API is done, means after the API request is done and you got the response, means execution is done, you have the response, then you do the test. So here also you written console.log I am test from folder 1 and my request 1. And the same way you have two folder. Okay, so then it, and again in the folder 2 you have set the pre-request and the test, and at the request also you have set the pre-request and the set. So how it will run? So once you run, so let me run this one. Okay, I want to run this collection whole to see like what is the order. Correct? So if you run this collection, now you will be able to see the order, whatever I have told you the order. Okay, so let me run only one. Okay, so it will make more clear for you. Okay, so once you run this collection with the order, so how you are going to see it is in the console. At the down you have a console. So once you click console, can you just see? Now
Yes.
see the
Yes.
order. What are the message I have given? It is in the order. First message, what it should go. First the order is that I am from pre-request collection. Correct? If you just compare with this one, pre-request script collection, this will run. So I have given this one, so it should print. So now you can see I am pre-request script from collection. Correct?
Yes.
Then what next order? Folder pre-request
Folder.
script.
Request script.
Now if you just see here, I am pre-request from folder 1. We have two folders, so I have folder 1. Correct?
Yes.
then then what it will be? The request pre-script. I have told you it is by mistake, it is collection, but it will be the request pre-request script. So if you just go
Okay.
here, I am pre-request from the folder 1, my request 1. Correct? My inside the folder, what was the name? My request 1. Correct?
Hmm.
So order, you can see first all the pre-request script from collection, then folder, then request is completed. Then the original API ran. You can see. Then the original
Yes.
API get all the details. You can, if you click here, you can see all the details like body and all. Okay, everything you can see here. See, it contains body. What is the body? It contains everything. It contains ID, all these things. It is a get method, and this get method you got the body. Okay,
Okay.
once you are done with this, means it is executed, then what will run? Test. collection will run. As you can see,
Collections.
collection test script, then folder test script, then request test script. As we have mentioned at each label, means in every label we have written the code. So you can see pre-request completed, then the main execution is completed, then I am test from collection, I am test from folder, I am test from folder, and my script. Means the order you can see it started from the pre-request and end at the test my request. Okay, so this is the
Okay.
order. It is not like that you will be writing only the console, or not it is compulsory. It might be anything like you need some variable, you need some value, some random value. So you need to set all these things at pre-request. It will be up to you how what is the requirement and how you are going to use your pre-request or test. Okay.
And if we will not write, then it will skip. It will skip
Yeah,
to
if,
the next
if
one. Yeah.
yeah, if you don't have any scenario, if you don't have any condition to use that one, there is no need. Like in previously we were not using, it was just I want to check like whatever I have got, so where I will check, I will directly check at my request only.
Yes.
So we were validating only at request level, not at folder level, not at collection level. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the like order. You just need to know like how order will. If you are following something, order you should know.
Yes.
Like because if you're working okay at like industry, it might be you will be using some like you need to use some script at folder level. So you should know like it will not directly start from folder. Yeah, there is some collection. If you don't write at collection level, it will skip the collection and it will start from folder. And again if you
Folder.
miss yeah, if you miss at like request level, it will it will skip that one, then it will come to original execution of API request. Then once it is done, it will again start with that test, like whatever the validation you have written at collection level. If you have not written, it will just skip. So you should keep in mind like while writing the script, like if I'm writing it here, it will be depending, it will be going from this to this to this order. Okay, got it?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so now so now what we are going to do, so now we are going to start with the most important concept, that is postman variables, that is scope. Okay, now anyone can tell me what is variable? What is variable?
Element that can store different values.
Element that can store, yeah,
It is,
element that contains value and that value can be changed because it's a variable. Correct?
yes.
Variable value can be changed. You need to keep in mind, yeah, variable is something that can store value, but those value can be changed. It is not constant. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Now suppose we will be talking about some why variable. Suppose like suppose there is a condition. Okay, now if we talk in like in the real life working environment. Okay, real life working environment, suppose these are the URL. Okay, you got the URL. Okay, and as I have told you that HTTP, that is the protocol, HTTPS is the protocol. Then you will be having the host name, that is www.facebook.com, gmail.com, flipkart.com, whatever these are the host name. Okay, then you will be assigning with the endpoint, that where you want to move to that particular module, and from that module where you want to reach to the resource, so on. Correct? Suppose like I am just giving an example. Suppose you have this one. In this only, suppose you have okay, so at this level only, collection day 3 level. Okay, regrotech day 3, this is a collection. So suppose you are working here. Okay, and you can see you have given get this one, get request. Okay, here also you have given get request. So this collection have two requests, and it might contain more than two, like it can contain 50 or 100 of requests. Correct? Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Now tell me, if by mistake, or like in upcoming release. Do you know like what is release in, like, if there is some changes, suppose if there is some changes in the, like in the functionality or in the application, okay, so what happens, like due to some changes, okay, what happens, like they told, uh okay guys, now your host name has been changed, your host name has been changed from .com to .in. Suppose this is just a condition, okay, it's just a condition. You need to assume that like your host name is like dummy.restapi example.com, correct? This is your host name where I am highlighting, correct? Everyone, this is the host name.
Yes.
Suppose this host name, now you have written like more than thousands of requests, you have written more than thousands of requests, and suddenly one day from the development team or from your lead you got a document, and in the document it is mentioned that now your host name will be dummy.rest api example.in instead of .com, it will be in. Then that time what will happen, now you need to change at thousand label, correct? Because you have written at every request you have mentioned this one dummy.rest. Because it's a common host name you will be using throughout the request, correct?
Yes.
Everyone, are you getting my point, what I am trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
sir.
this is the most important thing you need to understand. Why variable? Okay, why variable? So suppose, because you all know very well, because if you work for a particular company or particular project, you have the host name common, that this will be, you are working for Flipkart, so everyone will be, host name will be common, okay? So you have host name flipkart.com, or in, you can say dummy.restapi example.com. But after like working like 6 months, 7 months, you have written hundred or thousands of script, or you have made thousands of requests, and one day they say no, you just need to change the host name, now it has been from .com to .in. Then that time what you need to do, you need to visit to each and every request, and you need to change from .com to .in, correct? Correct, because it is in the,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, because it is now your responsibility, because it, now you know that my requirement is that this should be not .com, this should be .in, and that time it will become a chaos for you to just move to each and every request and change this dot to .in. So here comes the concept of variable. So if you know some part, if you know these are the constant things, if you know that these are the constant things, okay, then you can make that constant thing as variable, correct? If you know these are the constant or these are the variables that might change, or it can be changed because you are using throughout the collection, and it might change at somewhere at some point, so you can set those things as variable, correct? So if I set dummy.restapi example.com as variable, okay, and I will be storing it as any name like URL, okay, or host name, variable I have given name as host name, so it will become easy for me that I will only change that particular at where I have set that variable, and I can use throughout, correct? Now I am telling you how. So before doing that, you got the concept what is variable and variable how it works. Okay, and now I am giving you a practical example. So we have different scope. Okay, we can set variable at different scope. So first is the global. Okay, so global, if you set global at global level, we set the variable, then it can be accessed throughout the workspace. We all know what is workspace, so we can access throughout the workspace, means you can access in different, if you have more than one workspace, you can access in different workspace as well. And workspace contains the collection, it contains the folder, it contains the request. So it can be accessed throughout the means Postman you can use throughout. Then you have collection. So if you made the variable at collection level, and I will be showing how to make variable, so it can be access within that particular collection only. We have different collection. So if you made collection made variable at collection level, so it will be only for that particular collection only. Within that collection we have request, it can be accessed within that particular collection. Okay, then we have environment. So why environment? Environment is also you can access throughout, but for selected environment. I will be showing like how that environment we will creating. Okay, we have like, if you work in an industry, then you can see we have a dev environment, we have a QA environment, we have Q2 environment. Okay, we have production environment. There are different environment we set. Okay, I will be showing those also. Then local. Okay, if you set at local, if you set the variable at local level, then it can be accessed within the request only. Okay, within the request, for whatever request you have set, it will be working for that particular request only. Okay, because request does not have sub module. Okay, and data. So if you set a data, it can be accessed as a file or text or JSON file. Okay, so I will be showing how to do all these things. So first you need to remember what are the scopes or the variable we have. Like we can set at global, we can set at collection, we can set at environment, we can set at local, and we can set at data. Okay, so you need to remember this with the scope. Okay, you just need to know the scopes. Okay, now I will be just showing you the first one. Okay, so now this is the day 4, and we are going to learn about the this one. What? Variable.
Variable.
Okay, so for variable, suppose what we can do now, suppose first we need to create number of requests. Okay, so let me create number of requests first. Okay, so can anyone help me out? It will be a revision. Can anyone help me out for the get one?
Yes, we click on add request.
Okay, we add a request.
Then we'll put the name for the request.
Okay, let it be get employee.
Get is selected and we enter the URL.
Okay, let me just take this URL. Okay, single data, to get the single data. Okay, I will be putting this one, correct?
Yes, then save and send.
Okay, fine. It's working here. Again, it's too many requests. Oh. Instead of this, what we can use, just hold on, some other request. Some other some other request we can use. Then for this I might be like having the then we will be okay. Let me change for this one. Mm. Okay, we will be trying with this one. Okay, so here we will be giving this one, correct, instead of this URL.
Okay.
Okay, we got this one, correct. Now let me add some more. Again, others, how we will do the post? Not this time, not Iram.
Add request. Add request.
Okay.
Then we
Request name. Request name.
name.
Okay, like I have given create employee. Okay. Then
Change the get to post.
post.
Paste the URL.
Put the URL.
Okay. Then let me take the URL. This one. Okay. Given the URL.
Save and
Yes.
send.
What?
Then save and send.
And who will write?
Body.
You can pass
Body.
body here. Raw,
Raw.
then body
Raw.
raw. Then from
Yes,
drop
sir.
down, you can select JSON.
JSON. Don't forget, like when you are doing something with this one, you should every time write this, like for the post and put, you have the body. Okay. Okay. Now I will be saving this and I will be running this one, correct?
Yes.
Created.
Mm,
Now for the next, suppose we have put some other. Let's try how to do for put.
Add request.
Add request.
Then you will write name, new request.
Okay, just give me update.
Update employee.
Yeah, update employee. Then
Need to change the get.
You change the get to the put.
okay,
And the URL will be
okay.
body.
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 Body raw. Then
Raw.
JSON.
Yes. JSON.
Okay.
Save and send.
And inside body we will not pass anything. Inside body we will not pass anything, like what we need to update.
we can update either name or job. Then save and send.
Yeah, don't forget, like you just don't need to just come here raw and select JSON. You need to do something as well. Okay. Now I will be clicking save, and now you will be saying that this ID2 was something with different name. ID2 was name with something. Now it will be name with Aftab. Okay. You can see the name has been updated for ID number 2. Now last, what we can do?
Delete.
Yeah. Some other can try also. Okay. Samsad. Let me check who all are present. Samsad.
Yes, Shahid.
Tell me how I will be doing the delete. Tell me the step how I will be doing the delete.
For that particular request.
Yeah. For any request I want to perform delete. Tell me the step.
Uh,
Put to can we change the delete now? Shayad.
No, like we need to add a request for every different request. We need to add a request first. So we will be clicking on that request, add request on the collection. Okay, then we will be seeing this new page. So first we can change the name. So I will be giving delete employee. Okay, we have given the name. Then according to our HTTP request, what kind of request I want to use, like this was get, post, put. Now I want to do delete. So I will be selecting delete. Then I need the endpoint or the URL. So I will be just going here, as we are using the fake APIs right now. Okay, at industry you will be getting the original one. So you can use this one, and this URL should contain HTTP. I am telling you, not only the endpoint, it should contain HTTP, because here it's already mentioned that you need to enter the URL, and URL means HTTP plus the path. Okay, everything. Control V. Now I want to delete 2. Okay, means user number 2. So in the way, like if you give 1, it will delete the 1. If you want to give 2, it will delete the 2. So it's like you need to mention the ID, because in the database we have ID, different ID, which is unique. For SAF it is like 201, for Sahid it is 111, for Samsad it is 302. So we have different ID. So which particular resource you want to delete? If suppose I want to delete Sahid, then it will be 111. Okay, so I need to mention that. So not you mention that, you will be having the, like you want to delete for this particular, so you need to add this particular ID number. Okay, save, and I want to delete. See, 404 no content means it has been deleted. Okay. Okay. Now in this way only, you suppose like you got, now here only it's 4, correct? But suppose you have written more than 400 script. Okay, more than 400 requests you have, and someday, uh, someday, you got again a BRD. Okay, means you have got the from the lead you got a document, and in the document it was mentioned that now your this one host name req.in or anything like which is like common throughout, which is going through common throughout in your request, is now changed. Okay, then that time what will happen? That time what will happen, you need to visit to each and every request and you need to change this one, correct, this particular thing. So what we can do, we can set those things which like this is going throughout the collection, it's common, or throughout like it is everywhere common. So you can set accordingly. How to set? Now we will be doing at first global level. Okay, if we do at global level, what is the scope? We can access throughout the Postman, means you can access in this collection also. You can access at different different workspace also, if you have created 2 workspace. So if you set at global level, so you can use anywhere. I am telling you, anywhere, like it is like public. If you set public in Java, means it is accessible from everywhere. Okay, so you can access in different workspace, different collection, different request, different folder, means anywhere in the Postman you can access, because you are setting that variable as global. Okay, now how to set global variable? So first, how to set, I'm telling you. Okay, so here, suppose for this one, we have this, I am working for this one, and I have seen that this everywhere it is common. req dot in slash slash API is common every throughout. You can see it's just an example. Okay, it will be up to you what you are going to set as variable. It's up to you during the project. So you can see everywhere req dot in slash forward slash API is common everywhere. Till user also it's common, but I want to check for this one. So how to set? Now what to do? Can you see this button here? Can you see this button
Yes.
here?
Wow.
Okay, so first you need to go there, okay, and click on it. Once you click on it, be careful, okay, see this one very carefully, okay. Once you come here, you can see there are lots of things already saved here, okay, lots of things already saved because I have done previously, okay. So now you can see this is the save environment and this is the global. You can see two different. Again I am clicking in this one. Everyone just see here. Here once you click in this portion, it contain a I, okay. So once you click here, you can see this is for environment and this is for global. You can see global. So right now I want to work for global. So what I can do, I can come here and edit this one, okay. Once you click on edit, now suppose what I want to do, I have told you I will be setting a variable which is I can see it is common throughout my collection or throughout my work or throughout my Postman. If I see something is common, I just want to replace with that one, okay. So what I can do, so first what you can do, you can give a name, okay. Suppose I want to give name as host name, okay. Everyone getting my point? What I am doing? What is this host name? Can anyone tell me what is this host name?
The URL one like .com we passed or .in something.
No, here I am giving the host name means host name is the variable name, okay. Host name is the variable name. Okay, so what I am doing, I am setting a variable. So right now, like suppose I am giving global underscore host name.
Achha, we
Okay,
are setting the variable name, then we'll pass the value.
correct. So right now what I am doing, I have seen that refu.in / API is common throughout my collection, okay. So what I did, I just wanted, okay, let this req.in host name / API, I will be making it as variable. So I am giving a variable name. You can see in the top it's written here variable, okay. So I have given a name, variable name as global underscore host name, okay. Now what you want to give as variable, so I want to suppose I want to give what is that, this one I want to give req.in / API. I want to make this one as variable, correct. So if I want to in here, okay, here and here both, I will be assigning the value, what value I want to give for this global host name. So I have given req.in / API, correct. Everyone can understand like what I have done. Now req.in API is equals to what? Saf, tell me, req.in / API is equal to what?
URN.
URN.
You
Variable value.
What is the variable name? Now equals to
Okay.
global underscore host name, because
Host
you have
name.
stored this thing in what? Variable name as global underscore host name. Correct? Sakil, Samsad, are you able to understand what I did right now?
Yes.
I
Yes,
have,
Shahid.
yeah, this is the variable and variable has name. So I have given a name global underscore host, means to make sense that is it's belong from global. So global underscore host name, and I have given the value for this one, means I have set the data. So I want req.in / API to be stored in global host name, and you will be clicking on save button, correct. Now this is saved, okay. Now you have saved this
Hello.
one. Yeah.
Why we are not passing HTTPS in value?
If you want to pass, you can pass anything. Yeah, you can pass. Now suppose like if you want to pass HTTPS, you can pass HTTPS as well. No issue. Whatever you want to pass, you can pass, but it should be common throughout. Okay, if something is common throughout, if you feel like okay, I am using this one throughout, so you can pass this one also. Okay, sorry. Fine, you wanted this one. Correct,
Shall I
Sakil?
the data
Yeah.
type?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me.
Can we change the data type? It's compulsory
What
to.
kind of data? There is no data. This one.
Yeah. Problem. Oh.
No. This is not the data. It is just here. There is no data type. I have told you it support JavaScript. There is no type of data type. It's only a var which is already being done. Means it's only one type. You whatever you do is just you are setting a value. It will
automatically change.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me just whatever I have copied. Okay. So Sakil, you wanted this, correct? That HTTP should be there. So you can give whatever you feel like that this is common throughout my application. Okay, you can make those things only. Okay, or not throughout means most of the part these things are common, means you are repeating those things. Whatever the things are repeated, most of the cases you can set those as variable. I will just give you the reason why. Now you are clicking on save button. Now you know very well that my HTTP req is stored in what variable? Global underscore host name. Okay, now suppose what happened, I am telling you. Now what you can do, now you can come here and remove this one, and instead of this, how to write variable, I am telling you, double curly braces, and inside double curly braces you need to give the name, whatever the variable name you have given, global underscore host name. Okay, now you have replaced those things. Now you will be replacing everywhere. Okay, once you start it, all these variable things should be done like when you start the project from the initial days only. You know this will be the common, this is going most of the time, this thing is going to repeated. So now what I am doing, everywhere like I will be just changing this one. And you know like how to give variable, this double curly braces, and you need to pass sorry,
We have to change everywhere now.
everywhere. So we do all these things at initial level only, from the starting only we set the variable. Okay, and now I will give you like what is the benefit of this one. I will just show you like what is the benefit.
If you make any means, if you pass the variable value here, then any changes required, we can just change the variable name from that environment.
Correct, this is only the main use of this one. And every time whenever you pass the variable name, it should be under double curly braces, I am telling you. Okay, so okay, now everywhere like we have, suppose this four request is equal to 400. So in 400 we have now set all these things. Okay, from the initial day we are not giving that http like flipkart.com, we are not giving, we are giving only this with variable name. Okay, so now if you run again, the whole this one, Okay, now suppose you want to run whole, so run collection. Okay, give this one as 5 or anything and run this one. Okay, now 2 is now got deleted, the reason. Okay, instead of 2 you can give, okay. Now as we have given everywhere this global host, okay, now suppose what happened now, like working in this industry, okay, you are working in industry, you have written number of scripts, number of requests you have made. Okay, now suppose you got a scenario where you want to update these things. Okay, you got a file where it is written, now you have to update this thing. Now Saf, now you tell me, if I tell you to just update the host name, now what you are going to do? Saf, tell me, like if I say like you just change the http req dot I think it's in and / API to http req dot in only, then what you are going to do?
We'll go to option
Which option?
from get to update.
Which option? Tell me.
From get to update, we will go, and then from there we will change that URI, whatever you are telling.
No. Why? There is no need
We have to
now.
change the variable.
Now we will
Only.
not change everywhere. We are not going to go and each and every script. Now we will just directly go to this one, this. Okay, now we have set this one. Now I have said http / req.in / API. I will be just going here instead of like, now your company told that, okay, your lead has told now, SAF, you will be
Yes,
not
yes.
using this one. You will be using API 1. Now the name has been changed to API. It was, now the name has been changed to API 1. So you will be just coming here and doing a single change. You will be
Okay.
coming here and doing a single change here, okay, at initial and final, and you will be saved. You will be clicking on saved. Once it is saved, again you can directly run the script directly. There is no need of like going to each and everywhere, because whatever you can see, are you able to see now what is the value here? Once
Yes.
you scroll here, now you can see the API 1 is written. Previously what it was? Only API.
API.
Everywhere it is automatically changed. See, at get, at post, at put, and even in the delete. And if you have more than thousands of also requests, wherever you have used this global host name, it will be automatically changed, because you need to change at only the variable level. So this is the use of this variable concept. Okay, so if you see like something is going to repeat, means not 100% also, if 75% of time it is repeating somewhere, and you know it might get changed, so you can put those things as variable, not in only global. You can put those things as variable at collection level, at environment level, at request level, as per your requirement. I am telling you, it's all per your requirement only. Whatever the requirement you will be getting, as per your requirement you can set, and you can see the benefit of using this one. Samsad, have you understand what is the benefit of this one? We have not changed. We have just gone to a particular variable name where we have set and changed the particular piece of, like this has been become from this to this, and rest we don't need to do anything, and we will be running our script directly. There is no need of visiting to each and every request and changing the data. Like suppose out of 400 request, you have used something which is like in more than 300 requests you have used something common. So you cannot go to each and every 300 script or the request to just check, like I need to change this one, I need to change this one, I need to change this one. As if you have you have like set those as variable, then it will be easier for you. You will just go into that particular variable, and you will be changing that particular variable values, and that's all. It will automatically change. Now you can see it is automatically changed. It is giving API 1 everywhere. Correct? Everyone got my point?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone has any doubt? Atif, Adil, tell me. Sharik,
No, why? No doubt.
Arsad, Sahbaz,
Yeah, all well.
No, why? No.
Sabah, tell me if you
Clear,
have
bhai.
any doubt, like we will be going now, like how to set global we have completed. Now we will be moving forward, because today is only the session for variable. Variable is very important, you need to understand, because these are the thing I can show you like for one thing, but in your real life, in your project, every time you cannot only set one variable, you have to set thousands of variable. If you see like this is common, this is common, yeah, most of the time this is going to be common, you can set thousands of variable, and you can just in the double curly braces you can just give the variable name, and it will make your life very easy. Because if any changes come, you will be going to that particular variable and change the initial value and the current value, and other automatically wherever you have used that variable name, it will automatically change. Got my point?
Yes.
Okay, so now what we have next? We have next to set at collection label. Okay, at collection label. So how to set at collection label? Okay, so now now we can set those things as collection label also. Okay, now we can set, so where it is, Postman. Okay, so how to set at collection label? Then we have what? Then we can set at environment. Then we can set, so in this also diagram you can see in the environment, name and name is same. Name and name is same, but if you give the name, because you might get conflict, okay, which name? But for environment, it belong to a particular environment. Okay, I will be showing all these things right now in this one. So we have completed this one. Now if you want to set at this one, then just need to go to collection, then in the three dot we have edit option. Okay, can you see here variable? Everyone, can you see
Yes.
at collection level we have variable?
It's visual.
Yes.
Now I am doing for this as variable A. I am telling you this is not for global, and this is for collection label. So at collection label means it will be for this particular collection only. Means will be, the scope will be within this particular collection, not for all collection also, for particular. Correct? So once we click on three dot, we have edit. Okay, so we can click on edit, so we will be getting all these things. So you can just select variable, because I want to set variable for this collection. Again same thing. Okay, so again what I will do, I will just write the same name, like, but this time I will give collection to make sense. Okay, I will just give this one to just make sense that this belongs to particular collection. Okay, so now I will give collection underscore host name. Fine. And collection underscore host name is what?
Variable name.
Variable name. Okay, and now suppose this time I want to change something. I will not take HTTP. Okay, now I want to take only what uh,
REQ, RES.
I will take only this one, only the host name, only the host. Okay, only the host name I will take, not even before that one, after that one, this one. Okay, I have said this one req.in. Okay, req.in, as I can see it is everywhere common, so I have said as this as collection host name, and the name is collection host name, correct? And here we have three dot. You can see here we have three dots, and you just need to save. Okay, don't forget to save. Whatever you do, you need to save. I'm telling you, you can just go through the video again and check, like once you practice, you can miss all this step. Okay, you just no need to like only the giving the value name, and you will be just coming back. You just need to click on this three dot. If it is already saved, it will be disabled, and if it is not saved, you need to save the changes. Okay, now what you have done, means you have set the variable at collection level. So now whatever you have given the variable name, it is applicable for this particular only, because you have set for Rigorotech day 4 variable. Okay, so what I can do right now, what I can do, instead of this one, okay, so HTTP is common. Sorry, HTTP we have not said this time, so it need to be there, correct? Instead of what we have changed, only req. What is the spelling? REQE. Can you just
Shahid, I think we need to put here
REQ, RES.
collection
no, sorry,
underscore
here
host
we
name.
will be passing the
Collection
name.
underscore host name.
Collection underscore host name. Okay, so once you pass correctly, you can see, once you pass and you just scroll here up, you can see the initial value, current value, and scope. You can see its collection, means you have written the correct variable name here. Okay, and you need to check if you have not assigned double forward slash, then whatever it is in between only you need to give the variable name properly at the same position. Okay, if you give double forward slash at initial and like suppose again I am doing this one for you all just to make sense, because now we have not given double forward slash, okay, at the starting. So if we give double forward slash here, okay, double forward slash, and every time I have told you need to save it. Okay, so now how we will be doing, so I will be just removing this double forward slash, because already double forward slash has come under what, this one, you can see initial and current. I think we have not changed current should also be, yeah, current value should not change. Current is like whatever it is, the current value. Now you can see initial and current value. This is the reason why we have started after colon only, because double forward slash we have used in our variable name only, correct? Making sense, everyone? Everyone making sense?
Yes.
Others, why you are not responding?
Yes,
Only
yes.
Yes, Shahid, yes.
okay, just respond. Okay, so again in the same way, let me just copy this one, Control C, and I will be replacing at what, at every request label, correct? and let this one will be as global. Now tell me, how many script will get passed? Out of 4, how many will get passed?
4.
4.
Mhm.
Why, Shakil? Here I have not changed the name, but here at this collection
Because-
level,
Because it is global, no?
correct. Okay, as it is a global and the same thing you are passing HTTP requeue, and here also it is also same, but it is for collection level HTTP and // requeue.in, and here also it is same, but it is as global, so it does not make any changes, because global means you can access everywhere. So this 3 has same and this has different at global, so it will also pass. Okay, now run this one. Some error occupied in the request.
Shahid, just increase the duration.
Yeah, just hold on. Something is coming 2 times. Okay, no issue. So now you can see something is getting issue with the this one. So what we can do, we can just come here and the edit, as I have told, instead of changing everywhere. Now the thing is that I think // is not able to, it is taking 2 time. Okay, now every time we need to save it. :// oh sorry, Z. So right now it is requeue, and then we need to give // here. User 1 is available. Let's do it for user 4. Every time we are using the same thing. Okay, I forgot to give the semicolon. This one. This is the reason. Or you can see I forgot to give this colon here. This is the reason it was not taking.
Shahid, error occur only in post.
Yeah, just because I missed the colon. I missed the colon. See, here also I missed the colon. HTTP : then it's one. Okay, fine. So now I will be running this one. Fine. It is just because I think we have run too many times. Again, not found, it is coming. But you can see at how to do at collection. So it is able to see you are getting the URL correct, because you have set requeue.in at collection level. Then also you can see it get you are getting at properly. At post also you are getting properly. At update also you are getting properly. And even we have not set at delete the globe, we have set globally, not the collection level. Then also we are getting the exactly same. Correct? Any doubt till now?
No.
How to set at global and how to set at collection we have completed. Correct? So at collection level, for a particular collection, suppose you are working for a collection, I am telling you when this will come. Collection means for like modules. Okay, so your module, like suppose your module is like suppose http :/ then flipkart.com.electronics. Okay, you are working for electronics, so you have made a separate collection for electronics. Okay, so now it was electronic. Okay, suppose previously it was electronic only, but after like 7 months or after 8 months, now its name has been changed to electronics. Then you just need to visit to every collection, inside every collection, and change s every need to add ss. So it's better to make that particular common which is you are using most throughout the request as variable, so collection level variable. And now you will be going to collection level variable, and instead of you will be adding s, and automatically it will change at every level where you have used those variable name. Correct? Correct, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, Shahid.
Okay, you need to practice. Okay, it's just because these are the fake API, we cannot run more than, okay, there is some limitation. If we try after half an hour, it might. Okay, we have different, so for those we need authentication. Okay, we have book APIs also in the market, we have REST Go demo API. Okay, this is also available, but for these I think we require authentication. So till now we have not reached the authentication. This is the reason. So you will be seeing all these things also. You can practice using all these tips. Okay, we have employees also. Employee, we have requeue, lots of things. You can just search on Google, and accordingly you can perform. Okay, but the thing, the concept I have tried to taught you right now is for the setting variable at global. So global you have seen, we can access throughout, and collection you have seen. So if I try to use in this collection, what will happen? Suppose in this collection it is also not requeue. Okay, first day we have completed na requeue. Okay, can you just see regrow take day 1? Everyone can see regrow take day 1.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Suppose I want to use here, it is also regrow take this one, correct? If I'm not wrong, this is also requeue na.
Yes, yes.
And at variable, what we have given? At variable we have given http requeue.in /API. Okay, I need to change this one, API 1. Okay, this is wrong. This is not API 1, it is API. It is just for you to have. Okay, this is API, and it will be again one. Okay, so if I do changes here, curly braces, kindly mute yourself. Okay, so if I do here global underscore what, host name, is it going to work? Arsad,
Yes.
is it going to work?
Yes, bhai.
Yes, yes, it will work.
If you just come here only, it will give the report. Okay, it is going to means you have set the global with this, and if it is same, then this should work. See, it's working. It's working. You got all these things, correct? Because it was for the global. Now suppose the same thing, https :/ and I change it to collection, whether it is going to work?
No, bhaiya.
Whether it is going to work?
No.
No, Shahid.
No, sir.
Adil, can you tell me what is the reason for this one? Why it will not work?
Because the collection host underscore host name is not a global variable. It's only the part of regrowtech day 4 variable.
Correct. It is only for that regrowtech day for variable collection. And once you come here and move your cursor here, it will give unresolved variable. Means there is no variable for this kind. You can add this as variable. See, it's giving to add this variable. Okay, so instead of this we can use global, but to make you understand that it is belonging to, if you have made for particular collection, it will work for that particular collection only. Okay, understand?
Okay, okay, bro.
Okay, now again if you save as global, it will work fine. But you can see you are getting the value. Okay, it is just because we have run for lots of time, it is not able to make connect. Okay, let it be. Now you have seen this two difference. Now we have environment variable. So environment means what? We have different environment. Environment means what? If you work in an industry, we have different environment. Means, okay, we have the common thing. Okay, before moving anything to the like before moving any application live. Okay, like we have different environment. Like we have QA environment where QA do their work. We have dev environment, means where development team do their work. We have suppose Q2 environment where we perform all the script in front of like the client or with the team member. Okay, with everyone. We have different. We have like production environment. Before releasing the application on the market, we perform all the things, means perform the testing or perform the operation at production environment. Then it goes to the live, means live. Okay, so we have different environment. So okay, so suppose if you want to run like for and for different environment, the URL, okay, the URL can be different. Okay, because it's up to the development team what is the URL they are giving you. Okay, like if you have worked, anyone has worked for like any of the project, for like if you are working for a different environment, your HTTP they will give with something like Q1 or QA. And if they are working at dev, then they will give everything remains same, but they will make any changes like HTTP, and they will give like something. I'm telling you here, like suppose in the day one only we have, suppose here everything like remains same, and they will add just like QA. Okay, QA forward slash, okay, QA, just to make sense that it belongs to QA environment. Okay, and everything remains same and it belongs to only QA. Okay, in the same way they write dev, only a basic change, means small changes, and it will make like, okay, this URL is for the development team. Okay, here development team will work, and they give like PROD, like this is for production. So we have different environment, but we are doing the same thing, and there are some slightly change in between with the URL. So we can set our own environment also, because it is not only that you will be running, because like while doing the testing, now suppose I am giving you a real life example. You got the requirement, you start doing your work. So you were doing the work at which one? Whenever we will get, so we will work at QA, correct? What will be my environment for QA tester? What will be the environment? Atif, you are an automation test engineer, okay, or you are a QA engineer. So you will be getting a QA environment to do your work, to write your script, to perform your script, to execute your script, whatever you want to do, you will be getting your environment. Okay, correct? Everyone,
Yes.
are you able to understand? Okay, now in the same way, if development team is working, so they will be having the dev environment, means instead of
environment.
yeah, so instead the everything remains same. Okay, everything remains same. Instead of like QA, it might be dev. Okay, it might be dev. Okay. Now tell me, you are doing the testing at QA. Whenever you got all these things, you are doing the testing at dev. But before releasing the application, you need to test at dev level also. You need to test at production level also. Because you are a test engineer, you are doing whatever script at your internal level, you are performing the things at QA environment. It's fine, but before going to release, you need to check with the production team also, with the development team also. Then that time your URL will not the same. Your URL become the dev, correct? Your URL will become the dev or not? Because now you need to do the testing with in the dev environment, or you need to do the testing at production environment. Then your URL will not be QA anymore, correct? It will be what? Dev, or it will be product, correct? So for that also you need to go to change, and every QA you need to go to and change from QA to what? Dev. That every time you will change dev. You have like 5,000 script. Then every time because you have run all the script at the QA, it got passed, okay, done from my side. QA is telling okay, everything is fine. Now before release they told okay, do the testing at production level. But for production level, your URL is not same. Your product, it is PROD. So what you will do? You will go to each and 5,000 and you will change. And because you need to run each and every request. So we will be creating our own environment. Okay. So what we will do, if we will have my own environment, so what I can do? We will be having the QA environment, we will be having the dev environment, we will be having the production environment as per our requirement. I am telling you, it's all depend upon the requirement, what you are working for that particular project. So what I have did, I have created a separate environment. So now what I can do, I can run those things on a particular environment. How? Now you can just see this one. How to do. So first, to set an environment, what I need to do. So again, we will be clicking here. Can you just see here? Again, for the, yeah.
You will set this environment in testing environment only.
No, testing environment is different. Like right now, what we are doing, suppose this was a testing environment. We have done this thing. Whatever we have done today in the variable, it was like, suppose it was a testing environment. It is till now there is no environment. So it's actually there is no environment till now, because we have not set any environment right now. Okay, but we have done the testing. But suppose before release you have told that you need to run the script at production environment, but production environment has a little bit different URL, because their URL will contain some different thing. How you will differentiate your environment with my environment? Because suppose I am a development guy, so my URL, how I will set my environment? There will be, the URL will remain same, but there will be some any kind of changes to make difference. Okay, this is the environment that belongs to development team, this is the environment belongs to QA team, this is the environment belongs to production team. Okay, so that time what will happen? You have done the testing at your end, you are saying okay, my thing is fine, but now before going to the release, they have told do the same testing, means do the same piece of execution at production level before making it the release. But production level URL is same. Tell me first, production level URL is same. Have you done the testing at production level?
No.
Now, no. So then what you have to do? You have to run all the script or all the requests at production level. So production level URL become changed. Now, do you have same URL? Can you just check the URL is same? No. For production, we have different URL. So what I can do to make it easy, what we can do, we can create a environment. That QA environment we can create. we can create the production environment. So once they will tell run, do your work at QA, so you will be performing using QA environment. Once they say do the testing at production level, then we will just directly use that environment, that particular environment to run this one.
Okay.
Okay, so there is no need of like going to each and every request and changing the URL, okay, or changing the, you just need to change the environment name. So you will whatever the environment name you will be giving, you just need to change the environment name and it will run all the script on that particular environment. Got my point?
Yes.
Okay, and how to do? So again you will be clicking here. Okay, once you click here, you have edit. Okay, now suppose I want to set a environment. So like I want to set prod product underscore env. Okay, now you are creating a environment. I am telling you, you are creating a environment. So you have created a new environment, this one. What? Product underscore env environment. Now you need to give the values. So like suppose for production environment you have different URL, correct? You will be having different URL. Yes, yeah, no.
Yes.
Yes. And for this one, for mm, for
QA.
like for QA, you will be having different environment. Means a little bit changes in the URL, but little bit you need to go and each and every and you need to change it, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then what you can do? You just need to set an environment. So you will be setting an environment here and you will be just giving the URL. Suppose this is the URL. This is common throughout. So you will be taking like this one, http till here, control C. So you will be pasting here. Okay, so you have set this environment. Suppose this is the environment for what? Production level. Okay, and you will be clicking on save. Okay, now what you can do, you can come here. You are .qa API is missing. Okay, API is missing. P is capital. Okay, P is capital. P is capital. Now you can see. Are you able to see? You are getting this environment. Everyone.
Yes.
Okay, the P was, I have written capital, so it should be exactly same. Okay, now I will be just replacing this one. Yeah, you are getting saved. Click on save. Click on okay. Now we have set the environment. Okay. Now if I will run, how I am going to do this one? Now see, again we will be just going here, run collection. Okay. Once we come here, run collection, what we can see here? You can see the drop down here. What environment it is selected right now? It is dev environment it is selected. Are you able to see everyone?
Yes.
But at what environment I want to run right now?
In prod environment.
Why it is not coming? It should come. We are getting only these two environment. This environment is not. I have saved. Variable name is also done. It is also saved. Why it is not coming here? There is no. Why it is not updating environment? Okay, let me just close and open this Postman. Environment name, like we can give PROD, okay, underscore ENV. Okay, so we have given the, it was not taking, so we have given, first we are giving the environment name. Okay, we are giving the environment name, then we need to give the variable name. So what variable name we have given there? What we have said? It is PRO, capital na, and ENV. Okay, so this is the variable name. Taking plenty of time. You can take this action. Okay, so first you give the environment name. You need to give the environment name. So environment name can be anything. PRO, product, ENV. Okay, and here you need to give the variable name. So I have given the variable name as PRO D underscore ENV. Correct? Same thing we have given, and here we need to pass the value. What value we are selecting here? It is this one. Okay, now I will be saving this one. Once you save this one, in the drop down you will be able to see the environment. Okay, that time it was taking just because you need to update. Okay, so here you can see the environment name now? Are you able to see? Everyone? Guys, are you able to see the environment name?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So now to run at that particular environment, what you can do? Now suppose you want to run all your test cases at those environment label, like for production or production env. Okay. So what you can do? You can just click here, run all. I think it is getting slow, Postman. Okay. Now what you can do? Now you can just click here, run collection. Okay. Why it is not again? It's thinking your variable use. Something is getting conflict with the Postman. I'm not able to click anywhere. Getting minimize. I think there is some issue with the Postman. Internet connection is also good. Okay, now let's again try. Okay, so if you want to run, now you can see you have the environment, whatever the environment you have created. Till now I have created the dev. It was my first that I have created. We have created this one. We have production env and qa, different. So under what environment you want to run this particular collection? Okay, so how to do? Again same thing, run collection. Okay, so right now there is no environment. Correct? Are you able to see? There is no environment selected here at the top. Everyone can see, like, there is any environment selected here?
No.
So at what environment now you're supposed to run? At what environment? You're like before release you have told right now you don't need to run at dev environment, you don't need to run at qa, you just need to check all your requests at product env. Okay, so you will be selecting environment. Yeah,
It's environment name, na product in
yeah,
env.
whatever the product name you have given, you will be selecting this one and you will be running the thing. Okay, so it will run at what? It will run at product environment. So suppose your product environment url is little bit different, so it will run with that particular url, not with the qa url, not with the dev url. So to make it differentiate that, okay, suppose if you want to run whole request or whole collection in the production environment, you will be selecting only the particular environment and it will run for that particular environment. There is no need that you need to just again change the everything. Okay, your environment will be created first only. Okay, whenever they will tell you to okay perform this action at production level, you will be just selecting the environment and you will be performing those things automatically, because every functionality and request remains same. Only the basic URL or only the basic things that get changes you need to add in that particular environment. Everyone, it is clear how to set the environment and how to select the environment when we are running the collection. Iram, able to understand? Sabaz, tell me
Yes, Shahid.
why we use environment variable. Okay, because we have different environment label in our company and you need to test at every environment. Okay, you are doing the testing at QA environment, it's fine. You have the URL that http QA Flipkart, you are doing that one, it's fine. But before releasing they might ask you to okay, can you just perform the same thing at the production level? Then for production level it might be the URL is only difference is that instead of QA it is written PROD. Okay, so you are not going to change PROD everywhere because it might be 5,000 6,000 of requests you have done. So you will create a separate environment and while running the collection you will be just selecting those environment. Instead of QA environment you will be selecting the product environment and it will be running at the production level with that http / product and whatever the URL remains the same. Samsad, any doubt? Samsad, tell me any doubt?
No, Shahid.
Saba, Akib, Adil, tell me. I know it is a little bit difficult, but this is very important because variable you will be needing every time to make your things easy. You will be working with variable only. Any doubt till now? Because now we are left with the last topic with the local variable. Data is like something we will be doing in the data driven. Now tell me, any doubt till now? Saf?
I don't have doubt,
No.
but trying
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, you just need to practice. I know this is the thing you need to practice how to make and how to set. Okay, this is a one time job. We don't do frequently all these things because if you set and we do all these things at initial phase only by our understanding, it is up to you. They will not tell you make this thing. Okay, I'm telling you this is in the real life. They will never tell okay guys you make this environment. It is up to you how you will be doing those things, because by reading the requirement you will be knowing okay in the requirement these are the things I need to perform. Okay, in the whole throughout the first name will be same. It might be a condition in the whole throughout you are using a name Sahid. Every time you are using a name as Sahid, so you can make Sahid as variable. At what kind of variable, it's up to you. If you feel like okay it is this Sahid is using only within this collection, you can make at collection level variable. If you feel like no this is only within a particular environment, Sahid is getting changed, so you will create a particular environment. Okay, if you feel like Sahid is everywhere in our like project I am using, so in the different collection also, so you can make as global. So while starting your working, okay, while you start at initial phase only, there are most of the things you should keep as variable. Why? Because once you have done lots of things and you want to do some changes which are common throughout, then you need to visit to each and every request and you need to change. So by reading the documentation or by reading the requirement, you should understand okay if I make this thing as variable it will be easy for me. Okay, host name is every time same, I can make this thing. Okay, host name with the domain name I am using, currently my domain name is like suppose currently my domain name is home or the service provider, okay, or like contact us. These are the domain name, but it might be it can change because you will be working for like suppose you are working for service provider module, then service provider, you will be using service provider everywhere in your URL, correct? Because it is the end point means the starting point to reach to a resource. But suppose at any instant of time it comes like now service provider name has been changed to service only, then you need to visit to every request and change the service provider to service. Okay, so it's better to make all these things which are repeating most of the time in the collection or in the request to a variable. So they will never tell you, not even your lead will tell you. It might be your senior helps you, okay, you should make this, but according to your understanding you need to make some what can be the variable which make my things easy. If any changes done, I can just go and change in the variable only. There is no need of visiting to every request. Got the point? Everyone got the point?
Yeah, Shahid, all clear.
All clear? Now we are going to perform the last one. Now suppose if you want to set local variable means what? Means I want for this create employee only. This is also a request, post create employee. I want only for this one. Okay, I want only for this one. I don't want to, I want only for this one means I will be using for this only. The scope will be what? The scope will be within this request only, within this request, not for this request also, not for this request also, not for delete request also. It will for the create employee only. Then how to set for this one? So right now I am at what? Create employee, correct? Create employee. But in the create employee, are you able to see any variable? I can see prems, then we have authorization, we have header, body, pre-request, then test setting. I cannot see anything like with variable. Then how you are going to set variable for this one? Can anyone tell me how can we set variable for this one? We don't have anything variable related thing, because in collection we have seen variable, for production we have seen variable, means for environment we have seen like how to set variable, for global also we have seen, but here there is nothing variable related thing. Then how we are going to set?
From body, Shahid.
From body.
No.
So
We can change the URL
No.
within the URL.
Now can't you like use your, like you want to set something before your request, then where we should write? You want to do something, or you want to write something, or you want to perform something before your request to be execute, then where we can write?
In JSON from drop down.
In JSON. Think.
Pre-request script.
Pre-request. Because you know, before running this script, post script, pre-request will run first. Are you able to recall the order? Now you can see how order will affect this one. If you want to do something before that request run, now I want to do something that I want to do, or I want to set a variable, local variable, before this particular script only, before this particular request only. Then where I will set? At request level pre-request script, correct?
Yes.
So here I will be writing a piece of code to set a local variable. So what is that code? PM, I have told you that PM postman dot variable,
Oh, sorry,
PM
variable.
dot variable dot set. क्या बोल रहा है ये? क्या बोल रहा है कि postman वेरिएबल को सेट करो. Then in the bracket You need to give
Variable name.
you need to give the variable name, like what you want to give. That is, if you want to give, like suppose local underscore where, like you have given local underscore where to make sense, then you need to give comma, and in the inverted double inverted comma you need to pass what you want to like make this as a value. What? So
Variable.
then variable value, like suppose I want to copy this one only, so I will be passing this one. Okay, I will be passing this one. Okay, now
Yes.
I will be clicking on save. Okay, so before, now got my point, before running the script we are setting local var with this one, we are setting a local variable with this one. Okay, so pm variable set karo, this one I am given a local name, like anything we can give, we have given just the variable name, and what is will be the value, this one. Okay, so what I can do for this one, so in this one we can change now from this with what, double inverted, sorry, double curly braces. Inside this, what I will write?
Local
Samsar, tell
underscore
me what I will write. Can anyone tell me what will be the variable name here?
Local where.
Local where.
local underscore
Local
Underscore where.
underscore where. Okay, and I think it contains the API too, na? Because this one, then it comes with API. Then it comes user, if I'm not wrong, for post. For post, what is the for post create? What is the URL? So it is in, then API, then users. Okay, API, then users. Okay, now we need to save it, and we need to give semicolon here. Okay, add a variable till now. Why it's taking too much of time? Not yet updated. Are you able to see?
Yes.
What you have seen?
We've set
At-
it the.
As we are creating what we are performing post, I have given the name as Sahid. Now let me change to Sahid Aftab. Okay, and job is done, and you can see variable, we have local variable, we have saved local variable, we have saved at what, we have given pre-request that set this local variable, and you are giving this local variable name here. Okay, and we are running this one. So right now what we will get, now see, it's running fine, and we are getting Sahid Aftab leader, and my ID created as 876. Okay, got the point, how to set the local as well.
Yes.
Now can anyone tell me, you are setting the variables, but suppose after any condition you want to unset the variable, like you are setting the global variable, you are setting the environment variable, you are setting the collection variable, you are setting the local variable as well, but you want to, like after execution or after like completion of the request, after like the code is executed, you want to remove that particular, like before starting before starting the script you are using the variable, somewhere you're using local, somewhere you're using collection, somewhere you're using environment, But suppose after completion of this thing, I want that my variable should be unset. Variable name should be unset. How can we do that? Can anyone first tell
That
me where?
means, Sahid,
Yeah, tell
variable
me.
will be answered. That means it will back to the previous.
Correct. Means now are unset. It will be
Okay, so we will use a global variable.
no. It's not about global variable and all this. I am telling you, suppose you might be using somewhere global variable. I have shown you that you can use global var anywhere, any in the collection or any in the workspace. It's not about like which one you are going to. I'm telling you, you might be using global variable. You are setting a global variable. You are setting the local variable. You are setting the collection variable. You are setting the environment variable. You are setting each and everything. Okay, before starting, you have set everything. Your script will run before your request will run. You have set everything and you are using it. But suppose you want to, after the use, after completion of everything, like if you want to run the collection, you have run all the collection, everything got executed, and you want to unset whatever the global variable you have set. Like suppose here is the global variable you have set. Suppose you have set this as a global variable req dot forward slash API, correct? But after the use, I want to unset. Once I have used, I want to unset. Means it should be removed, unset. Okay, I don't want to
So
again
instead
once.
of dot set, can we select like unset?
So first you tell me where we will
Variable
be
dot set.
writing. Where we will be writing those things. Where we will be writing those things.
Can we write in the test area?
We will be writing in the test only, because in the test, when it get test is executed, means when test run after the execution, after the request is sent, you get the response, then it run. So for unset, when you will do, I am telling you, that's why I have told you that once it will be completed, then only you will be unsetting the thing, correct? So suppose once you have used here, you have set the local variable for this one, and once the script is run and I want to unset this one, I don't want to use again. So here in the test, in this request only, I will be writing what? pm dot, tell me
Variable.
what kind of, right now variable you have done.
PM
So
dot
you will be
variable.
writing variable dot
Remove.
unset. I have given the name also, unset. And what you want to unset?
Local var.
Correct. Whatever the name we have given, local underscore var and semicolon, and we will be saving. And so whenever it will start, okay, it will start with set of the local variable. It will set the local variable, it will use that local variable in the request, it will get the response, and once it is done, it will unset that one. Unset does not mean that it will remove something, okay? Means now after this you cannot use somewhere else, okay? So once you click here, see it run properly, okay? And now one more thing. Now you will tell Sahid whether it is unset or not, how I can see, correct? Why you don't ask this question? Why don't you point out? Like I am setting this thing, you are able to see. I have set pre-request before the request starts. You are making this thing as local variable. Then you are using local variable here. You are running the script. You are getting the ID. It is creating a new ID, means it is creating something. You are getting the response correctly. And Sahid, you told that you will be using pm variable dot unset, and the whatever the variable name you have given, it will unset. But you cannot see this correct? You cannot see this?
Yes.
But why don't you ask these things? Why don't you point, Sahib? But I am not able to see anything. Okay, you should be curious about this thing. You are, yeah, I am a teacher, I am guiding you. You will say, okay, whatever he is saying is fine, but you should ask, okay, I am unsetting the variable, it's fine, but I am not able to see. It might be that the value remains the same, value is there, it might be that value is not unset. Then for that, what I can do for you all to make you that, I can print that after in the test only, if I print the value of local, it should not give http:/req, correct? Anyone has any doubt till now? Right now, where local var contain what? This value http:/req.in. Everyone?
Yes.
Saif, Atif, tell
Yes,
me
sir.
if you have any doubt right now only, because this is very important.
No,
Right
why no
now,
doubt.
we have saved pre-request script. So pre-request script, we have set this value that local var will contain this thing, correct? It is containing this thing. This is the reason why it's working properly. This is, URL is working properly, correct? But we have unset. Once the response is done, once the execution is done properly, we are unsetting the value of local variable. Then once you are unsetting the value of local variable, what will be if I print? Suppose if I will printing the local variable, what will be the value? What will be the value?
HTTP
Yes.
req.
How it can be HTTP? If I am unsetting the value, it will be a HTTP. Suppose SAF is equal to 1. Suppose SAF is equal to 1. Okay, and I have used SAF 111 every time, and after my, like, I have used SAF 111, I have made SAF 0. I have made SAF 0 means unset. Then what will be the value? Then what will be the value? After unset, what will be the value? Yeah?
0.
Tell me.
0 bhai.
0. So
Or nothing.
0 means what? So right now it will be what? It will be nothing. Means it can be null or it may be nothing. So if I print right now, if I print the value of local, where what will be? Console dot log. I have told you, if you use console dot log, it will give the console dot log pm dot variable dot get what? Get local underscore var. Okay, what it is doing? It is saying कंसोल करो, मीन्स कंसोल मतलब कंसोल में लॉग करो, लॉग मतलब प्रिंट करना, उसको लॉग कर दो। क्या? पीएम का वेरिएबल, पीएम का जो वेरिएबल है और उसको गेट करो, गेट करना मतलब लेना, फेच करो लोकल वेरिएबल। सो अगर अब हम अभी टेस्ट में लिख रहे हैं, टेस्ट में लिख रहे हैं, तो क्या होगा? क्या होगा?
ये सबसे लास्ट में मेरी प्रिंट करेगा।
0 we will get.
नल प्रिंट कर देगा।
करेक्ट, इसमें कुछ वैल्यू नहीं आना चाहिए। अगर वैल्यू आ रहा है इसका मतलब हम अनसेट नहीं कर पाए हैं।
अच्छा।
So now see again, ID have generated new ID 9, okay, with my name and this one। इसका मतलब ये था कि क्या, कि लोकल जो मेरा हम जो सेट किए थे प्री रिक्वेस्ट में, ये सही था और इसको सही से यहाँ यूज कर पाया, तभी तो ये चल पाया। अगर ये गलत होता तो कभी चलता ही नहीं। मतलब यहाँ पे जो हम सेट किए आया, यहाँ पे चला, यहाँ पे चलने का सारा काम हुआ और फिर टेस्ट पे जाता है। हम क्या बोले, पहले प्री रिक्वेस्ट चलता है, फिर जो मेन एपीआई का स्क्रिप्ट होता है वो चलता है, फिर टेस्ट पे आया तो उसको क्या मिला? टेस्ट पे आया तो पहला लाइन मिला कि भाई पीएम वेरिएबल अनसेट कर दो, किसको? लोकल वेरिएबल को। तो लोकल वेरिएबल में जो भी होगा, req डॉट इन http, वो उसको अब अनसेट कर दो। और अनसेट करने के बाद हम क्या लिखे हैं कि कंसोल करो, मतलब प्रिंट करो pm वेरिएबल गेट क्या लोकल वेरिएबल को प्रिंट करो। तब हम इसको जब प्रिंट करेंगे तो अभी क्या मिलना चाहिए कंसोल में हमें, अगर हम कंसोल में चेक करें तो अनडिफाइंड, देखो अनडिफाइंड मिल रहा है, यहाँ देखो, यहाँ लास्ट में दम।
हाँ
क्या समझ में आया कि मतलब हम जो अनसेट किए अपने लोकल वेरिएबल को वो
वो
अनडिफाइंड,
हट
मतलब
चुका है।
कुछ वहां डिफाइन ही नहीं है, लोकल वेरिएबल डिफाइन ही नहीं है, मतलब हट चुका है। समझ में आया?
हाँ
वैसे ही करके हम लोग हर चीज को अनसेट कर सकते हैं, अगर हम चाहें, ठीक है, तो हम यहाँ पे अपने ग्लोबल को भी अनसेट कर सकते हैं, अपने लोकल को भी अनसेट कर सकते हैं, अपने कलेक्शन को भी अनसेट कर सकते हैं। जैसे सपोज यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या सेट किए हुए हैं, सॉरी अभी तो सब चेंज कर दिया ना। ओके तुमको मैं यहाँ दिखाता हूँ, समवेयर वी हैव डन इन दिस वन रिग्रोटेक क्लास 1। यहाँ पे हम लोग कलेक्ट ये लिए हैं ना, ग्लोबल लिए हैं। तो अगर हम टेस्ट में इसको हमको अनसेट करना है, मान लो कि हम ये अपना काम कर लिए और हमको ग्लोबल वेरिएबल को अनसेट करना है, कैसे करेंगे बताओ? टेल मी।
pm dot pm
pm
dot
डॉट
test
pm डॉट टेस्ट क्यों लिखेंगे? अभी हम टेस्ट लिखे थे क्या? अभी टेस्ट कर रहे हैं।
वेरिएबल डॉट अनसेट।
नहीं, वेरिएबल भी नहीं होगा, यहाँ पे ग्लोबल होगा, क्योंकि ग्लोबल को ना तुम कर रहे हो। अब ग्लोबल बताना तो होगा किसको तुमको अनसेट करना है। pm डॉट ग्लोबल डॉट अनसेट, ठीक है। अब अनसेट के बाद तुम इसमें अपना नाम दे दोगे। क्या नाम दोगे भाई? क्या नाम है? ग्लोबल होस्ट नेम, यही है ना? ठीक है। अब इसके बाद तुमको फिर चेक भी तो करना होगा कि चलो हम किए कि नहीं। देखो करना है नहीं करना वो तुमको हम अपना दिखाने के लिए कि हो रहा है, ऐसा तुमको जरूर नहीं है। तुम अनसेट किए हो मतलब होगा, ठीक है। बट अगर अपना इसके लिए तुम कर सकते हो कंसोल डॉट लॉग कि हुआ है कि नहीं चेक करने के लिए। इसके अंदर क्या pm डॉट, अब क्या लेंगे? वेरिएबल लेंगे कि इन्वायरमेंट लेंगे कि कलेक्शन लेंगे कि ग्लोबल लेंगे? क्या लेंगे? किसका वैल्यू चाहिए?
ग्लोबल
ग्लोबल। अगर इन्वायरमेंट का चाहिए होगा तो इन्वायरमेंट लेंगे, अगर कलेक्शन का चाहिए होगा तो कलेक्शन लेंगे, ठीक है। कलेक्शन वेरिएबल होता है, इन्वायरमेंट होता है। तो देख लेना, अपने से प्रैक्टिस करना, डॉट करोगे आएगा वहां, जब जैसे ही तुम लिखोगे env तो इन्वायरमेंट आ जाएगा, clo तो कलेक्शन आ जाएगा, ठीक है। अब उसको क्या करना है? उसको गेट करना है, चेक करना है गेट करके कि क्या है उसके अंदर अभी, ठीक है। अब यहाँ पे तुम लिखोगे ग्लोबल होस्ट नेम, ठीक है, और सेमी कोलन देना कभी मत भूलना। और इसको सेव कर दो और इसके बाद चला के देख लेते हैं। अभी टू मेनी अटेम्प्ट्स नहीं आना चाहिए, नहीं तो फिर नहीं चल पाएगा, ठीक है। चला ही नहीं, कुछ तो इसमें दिक्कत आ गया है। क्या लिख रहा है? एरर आ रहा है, ठीक है। कुछ तो यहाँ दिक्कत है, ग्लोबल का है क्या? ओके, यहाँ ग्लोबल में API A है। जस्ट होल्ड ऑन, ये अपडेट हुआ नहीं है क्या? लेट से अपडेट हो रहा हमेशा। यहाँ पे इसको एडिट करके यहाँ एडिट करो एंड यू जस्ट नीड टू सेव, इट इज ऑलरेडी सेव। मतलब यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम ये हो रहा है कि ये पोस्टमैन में अपडेट नहीं हुआ है। ओके, तुम लोग का भी अगर सेम इशू आएगा तो अपने पोस्टमैन को बंद करके चालू कर देना, ठीक है। क्योंकि अगर जब तक अपडेट नहीं हुआ होगा उसका वैल्यू ग्लोबली तो वो प्रॉब्लम हो जा रहा है, ठीक है। जैसे अभी तुमने देखा कि जैसे हमने उस पर क्लिक किया अभी यहाँ पे सेम आ चुका है, बट हियर इफ यू जस्ट कम हियर एंड वी आर यूजिंग हियर, ओके, देखो अभी भी यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है? अभी भी यहाँ पे आई आ रहा है, API आई आ रहा है, तो ये गलत हो जा रहा है, ठीक है। API आई आ रहा है, ये जब तक आई आएगा ये हमारा नहीं चल रहा है। तो चलो हम लोग क्या प्री रिक्वेस्ट से इसको ग्लोबल सेट भी कर सकते हैं क्या? प्री रिक्वेस्ट से एनीवन?
कर
प्री
सकते हैं।
रिक्वेस्ट से हम लोग ग्लोबल कर सकते हैं क्या? कर
हाँ
सकते हैं
कर
या
सकते
नहीं?
हैं।
कैसे? PM पोस्टमैन को बोल रहे हैं, क्या बोलेंगे? PM डॉट क्या बोलेंगे? अरे सबसे पहले ही तो कलेक्शन वेरिएबल आ जा रहा है, तो चलो हमको क्या चाहिए, ग्लोबल वेरिएबल, ग्लोबल डॉट सेट, सेट करेंगे। चलो इसका नाम कुछ दे देते हैं, चलो GLB _URL, चलो ये नाम दे दिए, ठीक है, या GLB VR, ठीक है। और उसके बाद फिर क्या करेंगे, ये एक नाम देने के बाद उसके बाद डबल इन्वर्टेड कॉमा में हम लोग दे देंगे REQ है ना, क्या है इसका नाम, RES .in /API, ठीक है। ये हम लोग यहाँ पे सेट कर दिए हैं, करेक्ट।
हाँ
तो हम लोग ग्लोबल अपना यहाँ पे भी प्री रिक्वेस्ट में भी कर सकते हैं, क्यों कर पाए, क्योंकि प्री रिक्वेस्ट हमेशा कुछ भी स्टार्ट होने से पहले होता है, तो हम ग्लोबल यहां से भी कर सकते हैं, ग्लोबल यहां से भी कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। तो अब यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे, इसको हम लोग उठा के अपने यहाँ पे इसको रिप्लेस कर देंगे, ठीक है। उसके बाद यहाँ सेव करेंगे, सेव करने के बाद API तक लिखे हैं, ठीक है, /, दे दिए हैं, ओके। और यहाँ पे हम क्या कर सकते हैं, हम यहाँ पे तुमको क्या बताएं हैं कि हम अनसेट भी करेंगे क्या, तो यहाँ पे ग्लोबल GLB नाम दिए है ना, GLB _var, okay. I am taking too many time, okay, we have crossed our time also, just give me 2 minutes, we will be just wrapping up, okay, global var, ठीक है। तो अभी हम लोग क्या किए, एक गेट कर रहे हैं, यूजर को गेट कर रहे हैं, तो गेट यूजर करने से पहले मेरे पास कुछ प्री रिक्वेस्ट लिखा हुआ है, क्या लिखा हुआ भाई, कि एक ग्लोबल सेट कर दो, ठीक है, ग्लोबल सेट कर दो, इसका नाम VLB var है, जिसमें ये पास हुआ है, उसका ये वैल्यू है। और उसके बाद फिर ये यहाँ जा रहा है, यहाँ जाने के बाद फिर वो स्क्रिप्ट चलेगा, चलने के बाद क्या होगा, उसको रिस्पॉन्स मिलेगा, जब रिस्पॉन्स मिल जाएगा तब वो टेस्ट पे जाएगा, तो बहुत सारा चीज ऑलरेडी लिखा हुआ है, तो उसको छोड़ो, वो फोकस करना चाहिए कि वो ग्लोबल को अनसेट कर दे और फिर उसका जो वैल्यू है उसको प्रिंट कर दे। देखो अभी इस बार तो मेरा सब कुछ सही चला, सब कुछ सही चला, इसका मतलब ये था कि जो हम ग्लोबल सेट किए हैं वो सही सेट किए हैं, तभी तो ये यहाँ पे पहुंचा, यहाँ पहुंचने के बाद फिर वो चला और फिर टेस्ट के पास गया, देखो टेस्ट में 3 टेस्ट केस डाले थे, जो भी लिखा हुआ था ऑलरेडी वो सब भी पास हुआ है। और अगर हम कंसोल में जाते हैं, इफ यू जस्ट गो टू कंसोल, देखो क्या हुआ, अनसेट किए थे ना, अनडिफाइंड आ रहा है, एनीवन
हाँ
हैज एनी डाउट टिल नाउ,
हाँ
now you can see it is also giving undefined for global also।
उस वो सिक्योरिटी क्या है वहाँ पे, सिक्योरिटी 1, कभी वो 2 भी हो जा रहा है।
वो अभी सिक्योरिटी के हिसाब से है, ठीक है, वहाँ पे कुछ कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है, प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है उसका है, वो तुम्हारे इसमें नहीं है, ठीक है, ये सिक्योरिटी का कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है कॉन्फ़िगरेशन का, तो उसके हिसाब से वो बता रहा है। तो अब ये समझ में आ गया कि कैसे हम अगर हम चाहेंगे तो कलेक्शन भी सेट कर सकते हैं, pm.collection वेरिएबल, pm.environment, हम कुछ भी सेट कर सकते हैं। तो अब इट्स अप टू यू वेयर यू वांट टू सेट, यू कैन सेट इट डायरेक्टली हियर, ओके, बट एक बार चेक कर लेना, क्योंकि सम टाइम इट इज टेकिंग टू मच टाइम टू अपडेट, ओके, सही से सेव करना या फिर रिफ्रेश कर देना पोस्टमैन को, it will update, then you are able to use that one, and you can also unset also once you are used, like, क्योंकि बहुत जगह ऐसा है कि हम नहीं चाहते हैं, मेरा यहीं तक इसको यूज करना चाहते हैं, आफ्टर दिस आई वांट समथिंग एल्स, तो तुम अनसेट कर दो, वहीं पे अनसेट कर दो। और कहाँ पे अनसेट करना है, यू नो द ऑर्डर, दिस इज द रीजन वी यूज ऑर्डर ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन, आफ्टर दिस आई वांट टू अनसेट दिस, ओके everyone। Now any doubt till now, because we had done with the variable concept also, now you need to practice variable properly, okay, be careful with the things, because I know in Postman it is not getting updated frequently, so, and even you are not going to use it frequently in your project also, because you set one time local variable you can set many time, but global and all you set for one time and you just need to change, but you should know where to set, how to set and how to use।
इंटरव्यू में कैसे क्वेश्चन आएगा वेरिएबल पे,
वेरिएबल पे क्वेश्चन बहुत नॉर्मल सा आता है, डायरेक्टली पूछता है कि तुम्हारा हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ वेरिएबल वी हैव इन पोस्टमैन, तो तुम्हें बताना होगा कि लाइक वी हैव 5 टाइप, तो जिसमें से हम लोग आज 4 कंप्लीट किए। डेटा वाला तो डेटा ड्रिवन है, मैं बता दूंगा, जिसमें से फाइल से वैल्यू उठाना, दैट्स कॉल्ड ओके, जो फाइल बाहर रखा एक्सटर्नल, मतलब तुम्हारे लोकल सिस्टम में रखा वहां से उठाना वाला, ठीक है। सो वी हैव लोकल, वी हैव ग्लोबल, वी हैव कलेक्शन, वी हैव इन्वायरमेंट, वी हैव लोकल। तो फिर पूछेगा लाइक कैन यू जस्ट टेल मी व्हाट इज द स्कोप ऑफ लोकल, तो तुम लोकल का स्कोप बताओगे कि लोकल को हम लोग सिर्फ रिक्वेस्ट, जो पर्टिकुलर रिक्वेस्ट पे सेट करेंगे हम उसी तक यूज कर सकते हैं, उसको अगर हम कहीं दूसरे रिक्वेस्ट में भी यूज करेंगे तो इट विल नॉट बी, वी आर नॉट एबल टू यूज दैट वन। फिर वो तुमसे पूछता है कैन यू जस्ट गिव मी द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ग्लोबल एंड इन्वायरमेंट, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, ग्लोबल और इन्वायरमेंट में क्या डिफरेंस है, क्योंकि इसका स्कोप दोनों का इक्वल होता है, दोनों का मतलब क्या है, तुम कहीं भी यूज कर सकते हो थ्रू आउट, बट लेकिन इन्वायरमेंट में क्या होता है कि जिस इन्वायरमेंट के लिए सेट करोगे बस उसी इन्वायरमेंट में ही चलेगा, सारे में तुम यूज कर सकते हो, 10 कलेक्शन बनाए तो 10 कलेक्शन में इन्वायरमेंट यूज कर सकते हो, बट जितना तुम इन्वायरमेंट का स्कोप दिए हो, मतलब जो इन्वायरमेंट के लिए बनाए हो, चाहे वो क्यूए, चाहे वो तुम्हारा प्रोडक्शन, चाहे वो तुम्हारा डेव, बट वो उसी स्कोप में चलेगा। और ग्लोबल क्या है कि वो थ्रू आउट चलेगा, तो ये क्वेश्चन वहां रेज होता है, वो तुमसे पूछेगा कैन बी लाइक देयर आर सम अदर वे टू सेट global variable or environment variable or collection variable, so then you can say yes, we can set at pre-request before starting our request or before starting our collection, before starting our, अब वो सिर्फ हमेशा प्री रिक्वेस्ट के आगे तुम नहीं कर सकते हो, तुम्हारा मन देखो, इट्स अप टू यू वेयर यू फील लाइक कि ये कब आना चाहिए। तो मुझे लगा कि स्क्रिप्ट चलने से जस्ट पहले आना चाहिए, तो जस्ट पहले क्या चलता है, उससे पहले का ऑर्डर क्या था, प्री रिक्वेस्ट, रिक्वेस्ट ओनली, तो हम उस पर लिखें। एंड इफ यू फील लाइक नहीं मेरा कलेक्शन पे लिखना चाहिए क्योंकि हमको कलेक्शन के जस्ट बाद ही चाहिए, मतलब कलेक्शन लेवल के जस्ट बाद ही चाहिए, देन यू विल सेट एट कलेक्शन लेवल। तो इट्स डिपेंड अपॉन वेयर यू वांट टू सेट, क्योंकि तुमने देखा है कलेक्शन लेवल पे भी हम लोग सेट कर सकते हैं। ओके, सो वेयर यू वांट टू सेट, तो तुमको बताया जाता है कि तुम सेट कहां कर सकते हो, तो सेट करने का कौन सा ये है, तो तुम बोलोगे वी कैन सेट एट प्री रिक्वेस्ट स्क्रिप्ट एज पर आवर रिक्वायरमेंट, इट कैन बी इन द रिक्वेस्ट ओनली, इट कैन बी इन द कलेक्शन ऑल्सो, एनीवेयर। फिर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन बन सकता है कि हाउ टू अनसेट, कैन यू जस्ट टेल मी लाइक व्हाट मेथड यू हैव यूज्ड टू अनसेट, तो तुम बोल दोगे यस वी यूज अनसेट मेथड एट टेस्ट लेवल, एट द टेस्ट वेयर वी राइट द टेस्ट वैलिडेशन वेयर दैट कैन बी अनसेट। बस यही क्वेश्चन आता है, इससे तुम्हारा प्रैक्टिकली कुछ नहीं घुस जाएगा कि एकदम करके दिखाओ। ये तो हाँ, एक और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन जो मैं मिस कर गया, दैट इज कैन यू जस्ट टेल मी हाउ टू राइट द वेरिएबल। ओके, इफ यू हैव सेट एनी वेरिएबल हाउ यू विल बी यूजिंग दैट वेरिएबल थ्रू आउट, तो तुम्हें बोलना होगा वी यूज डबल कर्ली ब्रेसेस एंड वी गिव द वेरिएबल नेम वॉट एवर वी हैव सेट देयर। ओके
Okay, thank you.
okay, so okay everyone, it's like I have taken more than more 20 minutes of yours, so complete those things. Okay, work hard, complete those things, revise if you have any issue. Okay, don't go in depth, I am telling you, if you go in depth you will just be like gone, just go whatever I have taught you slowly, because in industry there are new things you will be learning, because it is not like you will be setting everything in this way only, new things, and that time you will be using, okay I might be use this one here, I might be use, you should know the concept, how to set, how to apply, how to use, that's all. Okay, and it's totally depend upon the what requirement where you are going to use this one. Okay everyone, have a good day.
Okay, thank you,
enjoy,
bye.
and let me know once you have any doubt regarding this one, just ping me on WhatsApp. Okay, bye bye.
Thanks,
Okay,
Shahid.
thank you, sir.